What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button once again. Appreciate everybody coming down by to my channel, man, and rocking with your boy LV. Happy New Year's to you and yours. And as you see by that ticker there, the Knicks pulled off a great victory today by beating the Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves, 112-106 to end that three-game losing streak. Much needed victory, right? Great win, man. Great win. You know, there's a lot of things about this game, right? In watching it, right? You know, I love the way the Knicks came out. I love the substitution patterns that Tibbs was using. But most importantly, we got to get straight to it. OG Anunoby's a perfect fit to what it is that the Knicks do. Perfect fit. Watching him was like a fresher breath. Like a fresher breath. I can't even say it. It was just great to see. How about that? And watching the way he moved, watching the way he reacted, watching his activity defensively, he's like a bigger version of Josh Hart. Like that's what he is. A bigger, better version of Josh Hart that defends, that rebounds, and has a better jump shot than Josh Hart. But what he is, more importantly than any of all that, is he's a big body. He's 6'8". You could see the problems that he was giving Edwards when Edwards was out there. You could see it because he's big, he's smart defensively, and he's just hard to move. Like he takes up a lot of space. And you could tell how big he is because when they gave him that dump down pass, he dunked it right next to Gobert. You could see the size of him. He's much bigger than RJ. Much stronger too. You could see it. A better athlete than RJ. This is a beautiful fit. A beautiful fit. Gravity, what's going on, man? Hope all's well. Happy New Year to you and yours. NBIC, Happy New Year as well to you. Nice. We appreciate you guys coming through. And so it was great. It was great to see him. But, he's going to be such a great addition to this team. You know why? Because he doesn't demand the ball. Coach, what's going on, man? Hope all is well with you, my man. Happy New Year's to you. He's not going to demand the ball like RJ did. And he's not going to try to force feed and try to force a shot. Or he's going to play within the offense. And when the ball comes to him, he makes the right decisions. I did not see one bad decision that he made today with the Rock at all. He plays within himself. He doesn't try to do too much. He's not trying to score 30. He's not trying to make the All-Star team. He's not trying to do none of that. And that's what RJ was doing. And I love RJ. I'm a big RJ guy. But when you have a guy like that that's really trying to be, RJ really wanted to be that number one and number two option, right? So he's like force feeding and trying to force the ball in sometimes. OG Anunoby doesn't do that. Right? And so that's why he's perfect for what it is that we do. GZD, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Happy New Year, man. And so that's what OG did. And it was beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. And then, what makes him a pro is pro. First game in the Garden, he didn't flinch. They swung the ball in the corner, an open three right there, bang, bang in the corner. Easy work, man. That's why these guys are the best players in the world. Coming to New York, no nervous bone in his body at all. But you know why? Because when you're an elite player and you have an elite skill set, like for him, it's defense, your game travels, guys. Your game stays the same. It's the same at the Rucker. It's the same at West 4th Street. It's the same at your church league as it is in the finals, as it is in the Garden on opening night, right? Your game doesn't change if you're that guy. So that's what you see from him. He didn't skip a beat, man. And he's a perfect fit to what we want to do. You swing the ball to him, he's going to knock down a three. He's going to hustle and get like loose ball points. There was one play in the game that I was very, very impressed by that RJ would have never made. They tried to throw an alley-oop to Gobert. I think it was Gobert or Towns. He jumped up and knocked that alley-oop out the air, got us out at a fast break. We scored on that. That's all him, man. That's all him, and just him understanding rotations, defense, angles, all those things. Listen, man, it's so easy in this game. This game is not hard. And he doesn't make the game hard. He ain't out there trying to go 1-on-4. He ain't trying to do none of that. He's playing within the game. He's defending, he's rebounding, and he's knocking down shots when he's open. Period. And that's all you need with a team like this. And he had a quiet 17. To me, the biggest basket of the game was that three hit in the corner when we was kind of rolling. We was kind of struggling to get our feet, and they started making a push. And we were down by 6. He hit that three in the corner, pushed us up to 9. And that pretty much is what kept them at bay. That was a big time shot. Of course, it was a bogus foul call that they gave to him in the corner there. That was nonsense. You know what I mean? That little hold that he had on Gobert. I don't know what I don't know who makes that call in that moment right there. Right, that was a terrible call. But all in all, man, great debut by him. I'm excited. I'm really excited because also too, you saw the rotations, right? They're still trying to figure it out, but I love the rotations because even when Precious Achiuwa comes in, it gives iHeart a breather, right? Which is I think Achiuwa is a lot better than how he played today, right? You understand the bigs for Minnesota are elite, right? You got Gobert, you got of course Cat, and of course you got Naz Reid, right? Naz Reid is a local kid, right? He's from Jersey out here. So I remember him when he was coming up in high school. He's a legit. He played at Roselle Catholic. He was one of, if not number 1 best player in his class. He was legit. If anybody knows about anything about New York City, he's part of Jelly Fam, with them young kids, that stuff. He's with them crew. So he played a lot of times in the city too. So he's a hell of a player, but he's big. He's about 6'10", 6'11". So they're elite bigs. So Achiuwa was going to have a hard time covering these guys, which he was. But when he starts playing against other teams who don't have as many really elite bigs that are really good, he's going to play well. I think he's going to be a great addition to the Knicks. And also, too, it gives time for guys to get a rest, right? So it was just great to see, man. It's great to see. I love the rotations, man. I really, really do. A lot of people are saying that this gives Grimes an opportunity. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it gives Grimes an opportunity, but I think it gives a person more like DiVincenzo, man, an opportunity, right? He found OG a couple of times cutting to the basket, and that's what DiVincenzo does, which I love about his game. He does it all, right? Like he cuts, he rebounds, he steals. He makes really good passes, cutting guys. He can knock down a three. He attacks the basket. I love what he does, man. Love what he does. Hey, Jay Boogie, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming by. See it's your first time coming through, man. Hey, listen, man. If you haven't, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. I appreciate you coming through, rocking with your boy LV, Jay Boogie. I appreciate you, man. Happy holidays to you and yours as well. But this was a big win, man. Big win. Also, too, man, coming off of that losing streak, man. Like I said, the Knicks were tired. And you could see it, right? But all in all, they were glad to be back home. It's a great win against a legit team, the best team in the West. Now, I think the addition of OG, it was great because we're a bigger front line now. We're bigger. We're more physical, right? Defensively, iHeart was a monster in that middle. He was giving Gobert fits, 3 blocks from iHeart. I mean, big blocks. So then you have, OG. Now you have Randall. So you got a big front line, right? It's about 6'8", 6'9". Randall 6'10". iHeart is about 6'11", right? So I'm extremely excited. Drew, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Appreciate you coming by, man. Peace to you and yours, and happy holidays, man. Happy New Year, shall I say? Excuse me. But yeah, man. I just love what I saw today. I love what I saw, and we was up comfortably, man. We was knocking down shots. We were playing well as a team. But he listen, man. He's a legit a legit 3D wing. I mean, he is what we've been screaming for, and now you see why. Now you see why guys like him are so expensive. You saw it today. You see how he could guard different positions. You see what that brings to your team. That's why Josh Hart, everyone wanted him, but Josh Hart's not big enough. He's only 6'5". But when you get to those guys that are 6'8 to 6'10 and they can defend, perfect example, look what Jalen McDaniel, look what he was doing to Brunson. He was giving Brunson fits. He's not better than Brunson. But the length was messing Brunson's view up. He was off on his shots. So when you have that guy constantly on you, sticking his hand up, it makes you feel like you got to shoot longer, shoot shorter jump shots. It messes up your kind of like your equilibrium, man. You're kind of off. So that's why a lot of his shots were short, in and out. That length on that guy was giving him problems. It was giving him fits. It really was. And Brunson's footwork was fabulous, as usual. But you can get by so much because when he gets around him, then he's got Towns to deal with. Then he's got Gobert to deal with. Right, so he's got a lot of long guys, and then you got your Ant Edwards too. So you got him. Then you got a couple of other long guys coming off the bench. I forgot the other guy that came in. He had the braids, and then of course you got Naz Reid. So they got a 6'8" guy coming off. Naz Reid is 6'10". So they just throwing out. Oh, of course, Kyle Anderson, another local kid from Jersey. He's 6'10". Right, so you got a lot of long, athletic wings that they got over there. Hence why they're probably the best defensive team in the league. That's the league today. You got to be long, athletic, and be able to defend and be able to score the pill, man. Period, end of story. And those guys are very, very expensive. Atlantic Line, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Happy New Year to you and yours. Nice to see you. So I thought that was just a great debut for OG Anunoby. Fabulous. Of course, everybody's going to talk about Brunson. Like I just said, it's tough, man, dealing with those guys. They gave McDaniel all that money for a reason, right? He's not there to score points. He's not there for that. He's there to defend, rebound, knock down a couple of threes, and that is it. Because he wasn't a factor today offensively. He wasn't. What he was a factor on is slowing down Brunson, right? Just being in his face. And it's not even like Brunson got by him a lot of times. But a lot of times defensively, it's not even a matter of getting by the guy. It's just making him uneasy because he knows there's a possibility you can come around, you can block the shot because of your length. You're pushing him towards the middle of the court to the bigs in the middle, the wings who could defend. Right? Kyle Anderson, they had him at the 3 a couple of times with Gobert, with Towns. Then you have McDaniels. That whole front line with McDaniels at the top, 6'10". I mean, those guys are huge. McDaniel is 6'9". So you got to understand, man, that's a lot to deal with when Gordon's Brunson 6'2", right? So, I think that's why he was off today. He got all the looks that he likes. I just think he was off a bit because he was worried about his shot getting blocked or whatever. But came out with the W, man, and that's what matters. But I love what we showed. Also, too, man, Randall flexed his muscle tonight, didn't he? That matchup against Towns got Randall riled up. I love that from him. This is one of the couple. This is probably like 4th or 5th time he's been kind of approached with a big matchup with one of his peers that they consider to be just as good as Randall, and Randall's held his own. Remember, he had that 40-piece against the Greek Freak, right? He played well against LeBron and AD, and he played huge tonight, man. 39, he almost had 40 tonight against Towns, man. And him and Towns was checking each other. They both had 5 fouls. So they was going at it. Towns had his moments too. But Randall came up big in the clutch. Big time flexing. You know what I mean? Doing one of these on him. Big time. Big time. I know there's been a lot of talk about, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, a lot of talk about next move that the Knicks are going to make and Randall being in that deal or something. That's not happening. That's not happening. The Knicks are not getting rid of him, and they're not getting rid of Brunson. Those guys are the pillars, and OG Anunoby's going to sign that extension. That's it. That's it. Randall's not going anywhere, people. So people who were on the Randall's got to go. I was one of those guys on that boat a long time ago. I'll admit it. But yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's coming into his prime, man, and he looks good. He really, really does. Sometimes he gets into his Randall bonehead plays. But No, man. No, you know why? You know what it is with Randall? I'm going to tell you what it is with Randall. I'm going to be very, very honest with you. And I first heard this statement from Tobias Harris, right? Tobias Harris, I don't know if you guys know, he's been having issues out there in Philadelphia. This was last season, though, actually. He made a statement last season. He said, a lot of people want me out of here. They want to trade me and get rid of me, in Philadelphia. They're not happy with him out there. But he said, listen, man, he said, the reason why I am who I am is because there's not too many 6'9" wings that do what I do. That could score, that could defend, that could shoot at a high clip, and, just pretty much a 3D wing in all aspects, but that can score. There's not too many guys out there that you get who are like me, right? And that's what Tobias Harris said. Now, that same statement, you got to swing over to Randall. Randall's not a 3D wing. He's a power forward. He's a legit power forward, a throwback. And he's big. He's 6'10". So he's tough to deal with anybody. There's not too many guys in the league, maybe outside of LeBron and maybe Zion, who can match Randall in that Baja. And he's starting to identify that. Most guys don't want that contact. They don't want to deal with him. He gets guys in foul trouble, and he knows how to draw fouls. Then he can step out and hit the three. And he rebounds at a high clip. There's not too many guys that are doing what Randall does. It's not. Guys that are averaging double-doubles like that are centers. Joker and Embiid. But who else is down there at the power forward spot that's doing what Randall was doing? Killer Dog, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to you, brother. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing good with your families, man. You know what I mean? This is a beautiful year, man. Great things coming ahead for this year. Start fresh, start new. Yeah, man. Just make sure everybody has a great year, man. Stay blessed up and all that, But So I think with Randall, that's the thing with him. So it's the same thing that Tobias Harris said, but with Randall, it's different. He's not a wing. He's a power forward. And then you name a power forward in that league right now that's doing what Randall does. Randall was such a problem. They got to put centers on him, man. That's how much damage he does in that paint. And rebounding, too. So that is hard to find in this league, and there's no way they're getting rid of him. There's only maybe him and maybe another person that's like him. I don't know who. You guys name him. Oh, I'm sorry. Bam, right? Outside of Bam, because Bam's a legit power forward, but he also plays the 5, right? Because he's 6'10". So outside of those guys, who else is doing damage like that, man? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to love what Randall's doing. You have to. You got to take your hat off to the guy. He's weathered the storm here in this city. He's playing well, man. He's playing really, 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 really well. You got to salute that guy. You have to. And listen, there's no one that has got on him more than me. Maybe there's been other people, but I'm just saying, right? But he's playing really, really well, man. Really, really well. All right, come on. Let's take a look at the stats really quick, guys. Let me take a look at the stats here. Once again, you see OG Anunoby, right? First game back. Tibbs doesn't care. He plays him 35 minutes. It's typical Tibbs. But OG Anunoby was big, man. 7 for 12 from the field. 3 for 6 from the 3. 6 rebounds. He got on the glass, like I stated. 1 steal. 17 points, man. Randall was big once again, like I stated. He was 14 for 24. 2 for 6 from 3. 9 boards. Randall almost had 10 rebounds tonight. But one thing we got to get better with Randall, as you know, is a struggle. 6 turnovers for him. He's got to get better with that. But 39 points for Randall, man. He was huge. iHeart also, too. Another great night for iHeart. 2 for 3 from the field, but that's not where he does his damage, right? He does his damage on the glass. He had 9 rebounds, 4 of them offensive, 5 of them defensive, 3 assists, 3 steals from iHeart, and 3 blocks, 10 points. iHeart was big tonight. Brunson, of course, like I said, struggled 5 for 23 from the field, 1 for 9 from 3. But one thing that was big for Brunson, 14 assists, man. He did not let that stop him from dishing the rock. So all in all, you look at his numbers, 16 and 14 for Brunson. DiVincenzo was huge again tonight. I think DiVincenzo needs more minutes. 25 minutes is not enough. I think you got to get him up there to about 30 minutes. That's how well I love what he does. 5 for 11 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds for DiVincenzo, 2 assists, 1 steal, 15 points for DiVincenzo. Right? McBride is still trying to find himself. 0 for 3, no points, no anything. But Josh Hart being Josh Hart, right? 28 minutes he played tonight, 3 for 7 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, but that's not where he's big, right? He's big on the glass, and he had 11 big rebounds, 2 offensive, 9 defensive, 2 assists, and 8 points. Josh Hart being Josh Hart. Quentin Grimes was solid today off the bench. He played 18 minutes, 3 for 4 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Grimes had 10 points off the bench, and Ochoa only played 8 minutes. He struggled 0 for 2. But yeah, that was the lineup, man. Knicks shot really, really well, man. Shot 43% from the field, 35% from 3, 78% from the line, right? So to me, altogether, a solid game for the Knicks, man. 13 turnovers. Timberwolves had 13 turnovers, but you know what? This was a old school game, right? A lot of fouls they were letting go. You know, a lot of people complain about the fouls. That foul on OG Anunoby was insane, right? I was not too happy with that. But all in all, I thought it was great, man. Battle of the Stars. Tonight, Towns is big. Towns had 29. Edwards had 35, right? So he was big, right? So that was pretty huge. So hold on one second, guys. Apologize, guys. Still New Year's here, man. Everybody's having a good time, man. Kids running around. But all in all, big night from the team, man. Big night. But I think also too, it's a good way to get back in the winning column. Okay, let me take a look at these chats here. Okay, so NBIC's back in the house. You know what he does? He's a pillar here, getting at it. Brunson is better at the 2. No, he is not, sir. No, he is not. You got to let him be at the top of the key and let him orchestrate, man. Brunson is not a 2 guard. Let him be the 1. He's a combo guard. He's the new point guard of today, man. Period. I'm going to be honest. I believe that we are going to make a minor move to solidify this team. We make our big moves in the offseason. Okay, so Atlantic Line, I want to hear from you. What move do you think we do? What minor move? Rondo, what's going on, man? Happy New Year to you, man. I appreciate you coming by rocking with your boy LV, man. Appreciate it. I truly do. Everybody, if you're here, please hit that like button. Trust and believe when I tell you I appreciate you guys coming through here, man. It's truly, truly appreciative. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, Drew says DJ and JB will complement one another perfectly for better than he and Trey ever could. Okay, DJ is who? Who's DJ? I missed that earlier in the chat. So let me know. Please. GZD, leave Brunson at the 1. If Dante, you guys talk about Murray? If DeJounte Murray comes in, there will be no difference in them changing positions. Oh, you're talking about DeJounte Murray. Okay, I got you. DJ Murray, DeJounte Murray. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jules. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, you got to leave Brunson at the 1, man. Yo, what up, LV? Ryan, what's going on? OG, look like the home players off the bench look good, right? I still think we are missing a piece. Now, we are, but I think we're close, though, man. We're really, really close. Hartenstein had a great game. NBIC, yes, he did. He's earning himself a lot of money, man. A lot of money. Question. I'm going to throw it out there to the chat. The way that Al Hart is playing, would you consider moving Mitch in a deal, if that deal consists of getting a star player, and we have our heart in the middle, and we maybe get another piece, maybe like a Andre Drummond to back up iHeart. What say you, chat? Throw it out there. Let me know what time it is. And we give iHeart the money that he wants. What say you? Because he's due for a contract extension to some people. Drew, okay, the positions by name won't mean much. Just pair JB and DJ and let's go. Okay, his success in Dallas was at the 2. If we get Murray, he will be the main point guard. No, he won't, man. No, he won't. This is totally different than Dallas, NBIC. This is Brunson's team. I love what Randall did tonight, but we know who Brunson is. So let's not get crazy with it. This is Brunson's team. He's running the point out here. All right? Period. Atlantic Line says, I think we trade Fourier and the Mavs and that Mavs or Detroit pick for Tyus Jones. I'm real big on TJ, and I would love to have him run our second unit. Ooh. Where's Tyus Jones at? He's in Memphis, right? Memphis gave him a big deal, though, man. They gave him a lot of money. They don't want him to leave. I remember that. So we got to see what he's making. Because I know they gave him like a lot of money, man. If you can't look it up for me, let me know. I mean, I see the reason why I didn't work in ATL was because both Trey and Murray play the same position. No, it doesn't work in Atlanta because Atlanta stinks. Okay, that's why it didn't work in Atlanta. He comes here, it's a little different. You're dealing with alpha teams over here. This team is totally different than Atlanta. Playing Atlanta is totally different than playing New York. He's going to have to conform here because he's going to understand who the top dog is, period. And it's not him. And he will conform to that. He will conform to that not just because of Brunson, but because of Tibbs. Tibbs don't play no games, man. You know that. And with him and the CAA crew up there, they put things on clamps. They let it be known this is how we run it, and that's it. If not, you're out of here. Hence, Obi, right? GD says, I think any trade in the future will include Hart. You talking about Josh Hart or I Hart? I don't think Josh Hart's not going anywhere. He's a Tibbs guy, and he's Brunson's boy, so they're not going to do that. Leave Mitch Rob here. Yeah, no. You know what? GZD. No, I want Mitch back. I don't want to throw. I'm just throwing it out there. Because of Mitch's injury history, a lot of teams may want him because he's playing a lot better, right? He's looking good. He's looking athletic. Tibbs loves him, but he's injury prone. So if a team says, right, GZD, if a team says, hey, listen, we're willing to make this deal. We're willing to do this, but we want Mitch. What do? Do you make that deal? And you know there's a possibility you could still have iHeart, pay less for iHeart, and maybe get Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond's going to make you $3 million over there with Chicago. Tyus Jones in Washington? I don't know why I thought he was in Memphis. Wow. Okay. I wouldn't mind that. I do like Tyus Jones. He's solid, man. NBC, we know that Brunson is a scorer, not a playmaker, and you will see that if we trade for. Listen, man, he is a playmaker. He had 14 assists tonight. He could do that if he wants to, man. He just doesn't need to because we need him to score the pill. He does the same thing Donovan Mitchell does, man. They do the same thing. These guys aren't. Halliburton is one of his own, man. No one else out there is doing that. And he's just throwing the ball around. You saw how they play, man. They play like they in the rucker, man. They don't even play no real ball. That's why the team's not that good. They lost all those games. Meaning they lost a lot of games in a row. Teams are starting to catch up to them. They don't play no D. All they do is run down and just throw the ball all over the place. Now, what happens when guys aren't knocking down shots? Then what? They're the highest scoring team in the league because all they do is run and gun. That's it. That's the only way they can win games. They cannot run a half-court offense. So you saw what he was doing. I'm not saying Halliburton's bad. He's a good player, man. I like Halliburton. But Brunson could do that too, man. With no problem. Washington has also stated that he is available for trade. But here's the thing, though, Atlantic Line. Are you going to trade for him now? No, you're going to use whatever you're trading. You're trading for big guns. And you'll pick up somebody like him or Drummond in the offseason or something like that. If that stuff's on the table. Remember, if they want to do a trade, they're going to want something in return, right? So what's a good trade to get a Tyus Jones? What's a good trade for that? Knicks are not giving up a first round for him. Are they going to do Fourier? I don't even know the contracts match up. So I'm just saying. So it's all got to add up. So I can see them possibly picking him up during the offseason. GD, coming from an ATL fan, the reason DJ doesn't play well is because of the team fit. Trey, one of the most ball-dominant players because no one else in the Hawks can handle the ball. Yeah, it's a great point. DJ will be better with the Knicks because the Knicks playmaking is better than the Hawks. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Then also, too, much won't be expected of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he could just we won't need him to score. We just need him to be him. And if he scores in his place like OG Anunoby does, then everything will be a smooth transition. But if he comes here trying to put up points, he's going to have a problem because the two top guns, we already understand who they are. Now, you put Spider in that spot, Brunson's assists are going to go up. Because now he doesn't need to take as many shots as he once did, and Spider's going to love that. Because he just wants to shoot. That's what he wants to do. He wants to be Spider and score. Brunson will allow him to do that. With still Brunson being Brunson. Mitch Robb should be coming off the bench and just start. iHeart. No, man. No, I don't. No, you gotta listen, man. I love iHeart, but he's not better than Mitch. He's not. He does some things better than Mitch. But all in all, you gotta love what Mitch is, man. Mitch was on his way to being first team all defense this year. Or second team. He was on his way. And the way he crashes those offensive boards, he's a monster. And he's bigger than iHeart. iHeart's about 6'11". Mitch is 7'1". He's more of an intimidating factor in that Baja. NBIC, we don't need to add any more players. We don't. So we just want to keep the same team? You let me know, sir. What should we do? CP New York Sports Network, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Happy New Year's to you and yours. Everybody go over there and check out CP New York Sports Network. These guys do great work over there, man. His channel is legit. Once again, he's a Mets fan. Give him a pass, man. Don't be so hard on him. He's all right. He's all right guy. We understand where the championships roam at. So on the other side of the river in the BX. But listen, everybody from New York is welcome. We could switch them, guys. We could switch them over from that blue and that orange to that Yankee blue, right? We don't even say regular blue. We say Yankee blue. That's what we say. CP, I hope all is well with you, my man. Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV, man. NBIC, 14 assists to who? He isn't a creator. He makes the game easier for his teammates. Most of his assists were Dante on the wing for an open three. His game is a two-man with Randall or open Hart or Dante. Okay. You said 14 assists to who? You tell me to who. Because the stats, the book says it. So what do you want me to do? You want me to take away his assists? He had 14 assists. The point is that he could do that if he wants to, man. That's the point. Come on, man. You got to give the guys props. NBIC, who said that iHeart was better than Mitch? That's to prevent injury to Mitch. It doesn't matter if he comes off the bench or if he starts. If he's injury prone, he's injury prone, NBIC. It doesn't matter. If a guy easily gets hurt, if he easily just, walks down the street and trips over a pothole and he breaks his knee, he's injury prone. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't matter where you put Mitch. That's something that he has to get better with. But I think it's a tough thing for him. You know what I mean? But I love Mitch. I really, really do. And he was having a great season this year. I'll tell you that much. He was a monster, man. I'm telling you, if we had him right now, we would be a dangerous team in the East. I'm telling you. A lot of teams would be afraid to playoffs because you saw what OG does. He's big, man. I didn't realize how big he was on that wing. He was giving Edwards problems, man. He was making Edwards look small. Remember, Edwards is 6'5". But you see the length and the strength on him. Edwards couldn't move him. He was struggling with OG. And that's what we've been missing. RJ does not like that on defense. And he doesn't knock down shots at a high clip like this guy does. Drew, bro, DJ is a complete guard as there is in the league. He's a scorer, facilitator, rebounder, and defender. He took a step back to accommodate Trey, but believe he's a stud that can score. No. GZD, I know what he is. I know DeJounte's no joke. I trust and believe. But like I'm saying, if he comes here, it'll be easy for him to adjust. You know what I mean? He won't come in here just going nut. Like he'll easily adjust to what it is that we do here. You know what I mean? Just because of the whole setup. You know, there's adults running the room. Tibbs has been in the league a long time. He knows how this thing works. You got a couple of all-stars over there because Brunson's going to be an all-star. You got a couple of, also too, like guys that know how to win, man. And DiVincenzo and iHeart, and Josh Hart, these guys have got winning DNA. So it's a different atmosphere, if that makes sense. Then you got a champion now in OG Anunoby, right? So you got guys in here who have won. On different levels, they've won. And they know how to win. So it's a different room, right? It's a different room in here. So I think he'll do really well in here. NBIC, we don't need to add players like Drummond. We need to get our superstar. Listen, agreed. Okay, NBIC, I only stated that if we were interested in possibly trading Mitch in a deal to get another superstar. And then we're going to need to add on, and take up for that big that's going to be missing. So we're going to have to make up for that. But how do you make up for that? Right? You got to make up for that by, you got to kind of like, get somebody like in the free agency. You got to do that in order to make up for that. Okay. GZD said, even if DJ can give you just 16, that's big. Of course it is, man. Of course it is. And he's big, too. He's a big guard. You know what I mean? He's big. I think he's bigger than Grimes. Grimes is about 6'4". I think he's about, he's 6'5", I think. And he's long, too, and he's long in defense, and he can score. So he's definitely an upgrade. He's an upgrade from DiVincenzo, I'll tell you that much. And then, but if we do that, I'll put it to you like this. Anything that happens like that, Grimes is gone. Grimes is not going to be here because DiVincenzo is going to have to go back to the bench. But I think it doesn't matter to DiVincenzo. He's still going to be him, so it doesn't matter. NBSC, Mitch makes a major difference. No, he does. He does. I'm not saying he doesn't. He does. But because of that, I don't think iHeart should start over him, like you stated. We need Murray to be a facilitator. Yeah. Nah, man, we don't need him to be a facilitator. We need him to be him. That's it. He's not a facilitator. Let Brunson do what Brunson does. Let DJ, if he was to come, DeJounte Murray, if he comes or the Knicks make the deal, then he's going to fall right in line. Period. GGD, Knicks don't need a serious facilitator. All the guards on the team can pass well and find open men. Knicks don't need one serious passer. Yeah, man. I think the way they have it is perfect. You saw tonight how well the team gels. What they're missing is an elite guy at the 2 spot that can knock down shots. Period. That's it. And a solid backup at the 5 to make us balanced. That's it. We get those 2 Ds because now we already got the 3D wing. Now we already got the wing. So now we need the superstar and the big. And that is it. then we're dangerous. Juice says, DJ came up in the Spurs system. The importance of teamwork and sacrifice has been embedded in him by the one of the best. Oh, of course. Come on, man. Pop gave him the blueprint. Pop gave him the blueprint, man. Murray being himself is a facilitator, bro. He's a facilitator, scorer, defender. He's high team first guy. Listen, man, look. I am no way, shape, or form diminishing how well DeJounte Murray is as a player. I'm just not. I like him. I do. Is he worth a whole bunch of first-round picks? The Knicks got 8 of them. We got 8. With that 8, and with Fourier, Grimes, and maybe another piece like Mitch or something like that, they're swinging for the fences. Because now, once again, now they got their 3D wing. Now they got their guy. So trust and believe their next move, they're going for the whale. They're going for the male. They're going for the whale. They're swinging. And I don't know if it's going to be Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if it's going to be, shall I say, Devin Booker. But they're swinging for the fences. Swinging for the fences. Trust and believe they are. So be prepared. I'm telling you right now. Because nobody saw this OG move coming. Nobody. So that tells you that they're moving and dealing in the background. And I would not be surprised with the way the Suns is going and how that beef is out there, if they're not willing and dealing behind the scenes. Devin Booker wants out. He wants to force his way out of Phoenix. He's sick and tired of it. Blah, blah, blah. He's a CAA guy. Boom. The Knicks pull off a blockbuster deal. 4-team trade. Devin Booker's in the Garden. Now, of course, this is all LV's breakdown. But I'm just saying, I would not be surprised if that happens. So I think that's what the Knicks are swinging for. Just being honest, guys. All right, come on, guys. Let's take a look at the schedule. Now, listen, guys. Look, check it out. Listen, we beat one of the best teams in the league. One of our biggest wins of the season, outside of the Bucks. So now look at the schedule, man. These are winnable games. Of course, Philly's going to be tough, but with the addition of OG Anunoby, I think that'll be more of a capable win. I think Chicago we get. Washington we definitely get. Portland I think we definitely get. Dallas is going to be tough. But I think, guys, I think we got it here, man. I think we got it. I think we do. Have a good week here, man. These next 6 games, I think we can knock off all these teams. Embiid is a monster. You know what he is in that Baja. But I think we can knock off all the rest of these teams. The Knicks come ready to play. I think we'll be good to go. And line, I believe this DeJounte Murray move comes down to if we believe that Jalen Brunson can be the guy on a championship team. No, good point. But I think that they know he needs an elite piece. He does, because that's what makes us a legit contender. He can't getting a DeJounte Murray, man. That doesn't do it. That doesn't move the needle for the picks the Knicks have. For the picks the Knicks have, for what they have, you can go get a whale. You can, and that's what they're waiting for. And that's it. Booker ain't coming here. I know. They said the same thing about OG, too. They said Masai wanted all this money. He wanted all these picks. He wanted everything. He wanted the whole moon. He was going to do Danny Ainge to us just for OG Anunoby. Remember that? Knicks pulled it off. Never say never, my friend. That's the lesson for the day. Drew, we lack scoring punch after losing IQ. We need a consistent, reliable scorer that can create his own shot and shots for others. That's DJ. Agreed. It's a good point. Or is he a 1A, 1B with Randall like the 04 Pistons? Yeah, the 04 Pistons are an anomaly, man. There's not too many teams like that today. I don't think there'll ever be another team like that. Because all four of those guys defended, man. That was a defensive team that won it. It wasn't an offensive team. Today, you need offense, man. You got to be able to score. If you can't score the ball, you're going to have a hard time in this league. Rumors are Randall's on the trade block. Does it make sense? No, but he ain't CAA. So if you ain't gang, you ain't safe. You hear that? NBIC spitting balls again. Spitting balls. I'm not worried about Randall. Randall's not going anywhere. He's not. And then like Luka scares me. I remember the 60-point triple-double he had on Christmas last season. Yeah, man, he's a monster. He's a crybaby, though, man. He's a crybaby. I'm not really too worried about him. He gets busy. Yeah, he does his thing. But there's nobody else on that team that really, I mean, he got Kyrie, man. Kyrie's Kyrie, man. He's, But you don't know, is he going to play? Or did he leave for 2 months? You know how Kyrie is, man. You can't really worry about him like that. Gravity, did you see the chemistry between Dante and OG? Looks good. Absolutely, man. Those are winning ball players, man. They know how to win. Those guys come in, man. They just play. Dante hasn't. Listen, man. He came to the Garden, and he has never looked shell-shocked at all. OG came in his first game today, hasn't looked shell-shocked. It's in your DNA, man. These guys just know how to play winning basketball. They're not fazed by all the nonsense. They come in to play ball, do their job. Blue-collar guys, and that's it. And that's what the Knicks love. OG's going to be a crowd favorite here. Trust and believe. Because he gets down to it. He's a gritty guy. He gets rebounds. He's just like Josh Hart, man. But a better version of Josh Hart and a bigger version of him. I told you OG was coming here. You didn't want him. I wanted OG, just not at the price that Masai was asking. I was a big fan of OG, but all the things that were out there was that he wasn't coming because Masai wanted to do a Danny Ainge to us. That was the issue with OG. And I said he wasn't worth it. And he wasn't because we didn't give up that. Drew, bro, I think we're going to really underestimate DJ's game. Once he's here, you'll see. You know what? No, it's GZD. Drew, excuse me. I'm not underestimating him. I know what he is. I've seen him play enough. I trust me, I know his game. But what I'm saying is, he's not the scorer that Spider is or Devin Booker. He's not. Now, is he a legit player in this league? Yes, he is. But I just don't think he moves the needle for what the Knicks want to do. The Knicks don't value him, is what I'm saying to you. They don't value him the way they value Spider and Devin Booker. CAA guys. That's how they value those guys. They're willing to give up all those picks because now they're ready to go. Now they're ready to go all in. They don't value DeJounte Murray like that. I think they like him. I think he's good. I think he's a hell of a player. But I'm just saying the Knicks don't value him like that. DJ available to be traded on January 5th. Too much smoke for there not to be fired. Listen, man, it's a good point. I think the Knicks are in talks. I definitely do. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, we gotta see how RJ does tonight. RJ and IQ, man. I'm still rooting for those guys, man. I still am. I want to see IQ get busy. I want to see RJ get busy. I do, man. To me, they're still Knicks to me. Still Knicks at heart, man. But listen, people, I'm out of here, man. Listen, I appreciate you guys coming through, rocking with LV again, man. I'll be back Wednesday after the Bulls game so we could chop it up and talk about the game, right? Because I think the Knicks are going to pull it out. And it's on primetime on ABC. So please come through, man. Come through, rock with your boy LV, man, so we can chop it up about these Knicks, man. But listen, great win tonight. Great win to kind of bounce back. All right, I appreciate you guys coming through, rocking with your boy LV. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All right, also leave comments, all right? Happy New Year to you and yours, and I appreciate you guys coming by. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.